A lot of money circulated. A lot of money was circulating.
Most definitely.
A lot of minds was spending too.
Yeah.
I got a question for you.
What's up?
Like, so when I like to travel, no matter if it's a city or different states or whatever, I like to go around and see their city. So are you more of a, when you do that, do you like to Uber or do you like to get you a rental?
We walking.
Wow.
We walking everywhere. We walked London like yeah. When we got back to our hotel, we was like, we're walking. We're on the subway. When I go to New York, I don't want to Uber. Put me on the subway. Where is my people? Where is my people? What's up? Like, I feel like we are all like, I don't know. I'm very, very comfortable around people. So I want to see stuff. I want to be able to come back and report like, nah, they do this, or we like sweet tea.
One conversation.
Example, like we like sweet tea in the South. New York, you ain't getting sweet tea. You know what I'm saying? You getting hot tea, or we'll give you a pack, some unsweetened tea and some pack of sugar. Yeah, like sweet tea is not a thing, and like sweet tea is a Southern thing. So just another side that didn't really have nothing to do with it. But yes, New York, they don't really do that kind of stuff. So I'm walking. I'm in the streets. I'm on the subway. I'm walking.
Hold on. Are you telling me there wasn't no tea in the gas station?
You're not getting sweet tea when you go up north. The further up north you get, you're not.
It's not sweet.
You're not getting. They're gonna give you either unsweetened tea and you gonna sweeten it yourself, or they be like hot tea.
Nigga, New York ain't even got a Bojangles.
They're not doing that. Like rice, for example. So like when we go on our family reunions, we got family up north. So when we go up north, they always be like, "Oh yeah, I know y'all gotta fix rice for Pooh and her family because we like rice." They're not eating rice and that kind of stuff. It's the difference. It's just kind of
oatmeal.
we eat prime example. They eat oatmeal. Like Quaker oats, like the real kind. Like so, the real oatmeal. The thick oatmeal.
Wait. I ate that this morning.
Put some water and butter in there.
I love me some oatmeal.
So but we walking. We walking
I love
everywhere.
me some oatmeal.
I like oatmeal.
And it ain't even the oatmeal like the peg. Yeah, I'm eating that. I said I don't eat the one out the peg.
Oh, you eat real. The real oats.
The one that smell up the house?
The real oats.
We're not cooking no breakfast right now. What we getting to is this mystery box. You
Are you
did?
mad or no?
Huh? No, I'm not. No, we'll get to the Killer KJ SB mystery box. We're talking about some oats.
Oh, but you talked about your breakfast, but we can't talk about ours.
We all talking about some stuff. I was just like, I heard somebody talking about some butter and water and stuff. Yeah, we'll get to that mystery box. You feel me?
You know this. No.
Okay. So how is your music knowledge? You listen to a lot of music?
I do listen to a lot of music.
Okay, we gonna see.
Ooh, if it's new, I don't know them new kids. I don't listen.
We gonna test your knowledge a little bit.
If it's the new people, I don't know. But he knew. I don't know them shiesty boys or the two shiesties and all of them people. I don't know them. I don't know.
So we gonna see.
Okay.
The first one is I'm gonna read the lyrics and we're gonna choose who said it.
Okay.
So the first one is, boy, I slide down your block, bike on 12 o'clock, and they be throwing deuces. I'm the same nigga they watch.
And let me color that's Meek Mill. That's Meek Millie. Boy, I slide down to your fly, bike up to a cloud. When they throwing deuces, I'm the same nigga they ride. And I'm the king of that city in that air.
So I forgot to mention, if you choose wrong, you have to take a shot.
Ooh, okay.
Or a little water.
Okay. I ain't gonna get them wrong.
Okay, so the next one is, supposed to be chasing money, but you chasing bitches. Real boss don't talk, you just sit back and listen.
I feel like I know that. Wait, say.
I know it.
Say I know it. Okay, say it one more time for me.
Supposed to be chasing money, but you chasing bitches. Real bosses don't talk, you just sit back and listen.
She ain't rapping, that's what messing you up.
Yeah, it is. Oh, wait, okay, one more time. Just one more time. God, hey, I want to get it
If you
too.
need a hint,
I'm real.
then I'll say
Can I
three names that it could be.
Okay, give me a hint.
Okay, so the three choices is The Baby, Moneybag Yo, Young Dolph.
See, I knew it was some of them new kids. See, I ain't from that. I ain't from the Dolphin.
You know that song.
I ain't from the Dolphin era. Kind of, sort of. Give me the lyrics one more time.
Supposed to be chasing money, but you chasing bitches. Real bosses don't talk.
We sit back and listen.
Oh, we done in the law school. She like to argue, so I sent that bitch to law school. Same nigga cross the bed. I got it. Yeah.
You ready, right? This is Jeopardy.
I had to get the beat.
I feel a little like
You did. Okay, yeah, don't give it to me. Read it how it is.
I knew who it was when she said it.
The next one is all these damn snakes in disguise. Love ain't nothing but hate in disguise. These bullets make a nigga harmonize. These streets got a nigga traumatized.
Oh, I don't know that. I don't know that at all.
You better get you a hint then.
I don't know that at all.
What's
What's the give me the three people?
It could be Rod Wave, Lil Baby, or Gucci.
Say it one more time.
All these damn snakes in disguise. Love ain't nothing but hate in disguise.
I don't
These
know
bullets make a nigga harmonize. These streets got a nigga traumatized.
I don't know that.
Take a guess.
You got 3 options.
Damn, like that's the hardest damn multiple choice ever. Like, if I pick A, it's gonna be B. If I pick B, it's gonna be C.
Just gonna be a shot.
Just give me a shot then, cause I don't know that.
We got
I don't know that. I don't know
What
that.
is it? Take a
That's
guess.
Lucci. That's Lucci right there.
I don't know that. Yeah, I ain't know that. What's singing this song? Sing the song.
She
Give me
got
a-
me traumatized.
Yep. Don't even know that. If it's new, I don't know.
You heard.
From Man Down.
Oh yeah, no, I'm still listening to the.
First album?
Yeah, I'm still listening to that one.
Listen to what?
Fuck what you heard. I'm still listening to
The
that.
next one is you were the winner, so baby you can't lose. I got secrets, can't leave Cancun. So take it off like you're home alone. You know, dance in front of your mirror while you're on the phone.
I know that song. Say, do the work. Do the lyrics one more time.
You with the winner, so baby you can't lose. I got secrets, can't leave Cancun. So take it off like you're home alone. You know, you dance in front of your mirror
Like you're home alone.
on the phone.
I don't know that one.
Got secrets, can't leave, can't come. I know that
Give a
song.
hint.
I know that. Give me.
Give a hint.
T-Pain, Nelly, Ludacris.
You would have won it, so baby, you can't lose.
Daddy, and that's the. You want to win the so baby can't lose. I got secrets, can't leave, can't come. That's Nelly. Yeah, that's Nelly. Look out the way. I had to say you can't lose. I used to dance to this back here. Okay. Yeah,
You kept saying, I know that.
I know that.
You got to put it in the rap form.
Yeah, I do. That's harder than what it seems.
Yeah.
The next one is, I nearly lost my mind, guess it was a test. Swept her off her feet and went and brought her ass a legs. Paid it off cash, so I never wrote a check. Leave my cards at her crib, I'm just stunting on her ex.
Oh, that's new. Give me the options. Give me the 3 people.
2 Chainz, Meek Mills, Rick Ross.
Oh, that's Rick Ross.
Yes, Rick Ross.
What song is that?
Dice Pineapple.
Dice Pie. I just listened. I knew that was because I was just listening. I was literally just listening to that. I told you I don't listen to old. I'm only listening to old rap. Yeah, that's Rick Ross.
Top 5.
Okay, so the next one are females.
Okay. Ooh.
They always want to beat it up. auto-tune up the pussy, man. Maybe I should let him auto-tune up the pussy.
Oh, shit. I ain't listening to that in my car. I got keys. Wait, turn this down. She rough. Nah.
I don't tune. That's for people that can't rap. That pussy can't rap.
Who it is?
It's Nikki? Is that what? Give me. It's Nikki. Okay.
Yeah, good.
It's Nikki. And I didn't even know the song, but she just kind of talk about it a lot. So.
You in the club just to party. I'm there. I get paid a fee. I be in
That's
in and out
Cardi.
the banks, so you know they tired of me.
Yeah, that's Cardi.
That's correct. The next one is choke me, spank me, look at me, thank me.
Wow, that's
If I
Megan.
give it to another nigga, he'll hate
Is that Megan?
me. It is Megan.
Wait. I meant to say. I meant to say that I only listen to it sometimes.
Yeah, right. Yeah, all the time.
So the last one is I walked in the meeting, label seen $. It took a couple M's for me to sign the dotted line.
I know they do.
Why I don't know. Give me the names.
It could be Megan, it could be Cardi, or it could be Mulatto.
Is Mulatto?
Big Lotto.
Big Lotto. Oh, sorry, Big Lotto. I know. I unfortunately know rap game Lotto. So
Yeah, right. Little skinny.
yeah, I know rap game Lotto.
Yeah.
No offense to Big Mulatto. You probably should. I don't want no smoke.
No smoke. Is that the killer catcher? That is it. That concludes the mystery
I
box.
like that one. I like that mystery box. I like that. I
Wasn't
like
that
that.
too crazy?
You're right. Not too crazy.
Can you tell me this?
Stand up, baby.
Huh? Oh, Big Rennie.
Big Rennie.
Oh yeah, shout out Big Rennie. Shout out Big Strawberry. Shout out to Babyface Blue. You did.
Word.
Shout out to Sway.
Period. Women lift economy. So shout out to all of them.
Hey, it's ain't this national? What month this is?
Women's National Women's History Month or Women's.
Y'all had a day, but it's y'all money.
It's y'all month.
You sound a little soft.
It's a month.
It's a month.
It's a whole month.
Yeah, it's our month.
Yeah,
It's our
it's
month.
Women's month.
It is.
So it played together.
Oh, okay.
Shout out to all the hardworking women this month.
Word.
Shout
They
out to
lift
them every day.
economies. Period. They lift economies. Women lift economies.
They done had a lot for the
Trying
calendar.
to get back to the
Is
paper.
it a man's month?
Nah, no.
Father's Day.
Hell nah. You tried it. You tried it.
Veterans Day.
Court date. That's what you got. Court date. Big Pooh.
Yo.
Maybe I
AB.
I like that. I like that.
You
I
having
like
fun?
that. I am having fun. I am.
That's what's up.
I'm glad. I was nervous in the beginning. I was.
Don't be nervous.
Yeah, everybody get an arm.
Yeah, y'all gonna get
You
y'all
all
arm
doggone
up.
sluggish over there. You ain't get no sleep last night.
Oh no, I'm chilling. I'm over here visualizing the travel.
Word. See?
Bravo,
Yeah.
It's inspiration.
He
It's
can talk about his,
inspiration.
but I can talk about my oatmeal.
Good.
All the time.
God
All the
damn.
I never ate chicken legs with grits and eggs.
You made that meal up. I never said that. You made. I just was like,
But you
okay.
definitely did.
I'm just going with it. So, hey, can you
Chicken and waffle. I was about to say chicken and waffle.
I ain't think chicken waffle wasn't good on the chicken.
breakfast again? Can you?
You the one that put me on them IHOP
You talking about
chickens.
breakfast
You
again?
remember after the club?
Hey,
Well,
Good.
What, chicken and waffle or wings?
Chicken
They do
wings.
got chicken wings.
It ain't on the menu. You gotta ask for
You gotta
it.
ask for it. You do gotta ask for it.
With the roll with that shit, but
It's
that's the
good.
only one I know they got.
Look, everybody said, but they got. Yeah, but they don't tell you.
They don't tell you. That's
Right
their
after the
secret
club.
menu.
Go eat that.
They got the chicken wings. I'm gonna check it out. Hey, so can you break down the principles of what's
Dream, travel, live, repeat.
dream, travel, live, repeat?
Yes.
Break it down one more time for me.
So, dream, travel, live, repeat. One more time.
Dream, travel, live, repeat.
Hey,
I was
shit.
going to make your promo video.
Sounded like a little chorus. Okay, little
We
chorus.
can do a TikTok. I'm the new bug.
Right.
Go.
So, hey, dream, travel, live, right. Okay. Dream, travel, live, repeat. So, basically, it's the dream that takes you far and beyond. Like I said before, faith without work is dead. You can dream all day, but if you ain't making no moves, if you're not trying to execute, if you don't have a plan in place, if you're not going to go get it physically, whatever you're dreaming about, it's pointless. Absolutely. Execution is the key. Faith without work is dead, and a plan without any type of strategy is not even a plan. You're just walking in blind, and we don't do that. And you dream, right. That's when the whole nothing comes to a dreamer but sleep. That's when, because you ain't moving, you ain't doing nothing. You ain't doing nothing.
Well, I heard Big Ryan say that. That's what I'm talking about.
You ain't doing nothing. Nike has $1 billion slogan, just do it. It's that simple. So, again, dream. So, because you got to go do it, that's travel. It's not necessarily about these fancy destinations and these fancy places. It's just literally about the definition of travel, to move.
Yeah.
You got to move. So, as you move, as you travel, you start to kind of like we said earlier, you start to shape your perspective. You start to learn different things. You start to gain wisdom from your experiences. And you ultimately use all of that. Home is where the heart is, so you bring that back home with you, wherever that is for you. And you start to, it shapes the way you live. It shapes the way you teach your kids. It shapes how you respond to other people. It shapes a lot of different things. So you're using all of those things that you learned in the travel portion to live a better life. But like I said, there's something special about repetition. There's something special about doing something over and over and over again to break a habit. It's hard. It's hard to people. It is. It's a rat. It's like literally a rat race. But until you dang on put the foot down, it's like, you know what? I don't want to do this no more. I ain't living like this. And that's ultimately how my journey came about. So again, like I say, you got to repeat, and you do that all over again. And for me, it's truly turned into a lifestyle. I started this journey in 2017. I was at my just a whole lot of stuff going on. Yeah. And I didn't want to live like that no more. As a parent, we get so caught up in, I die for my kids. But when you gonna live for them? We talked. You said earlier about the every man for themselves on the airplane. When something going down, they tell you to put your mask on first. That's not being selfish. As a mom, we get so, as parents, not even mama and daddy, we get so caught up in pouring into our kids. No, you're going to be better than me. But if we just refocus and rechannel that energy and pour into yourself, that's going to outpour to everything. It's a trickle down. It's going to shape and they're going to see, like, since I started my journey, my husband, I've noticed the difference in him. My mama went back to school. So, like, I'm not saying that I was responsible for their changes, but they seen how I go hard, so it make you want to go hard too. Like, we together, exactly. So you kind of yes. So that was what my mentality was. Like, I didn't want to live how I was doing anymore. I didn't want to die for my kids. I wanted to live for them. What good am I on the plane if I'm passed out? My kids like, what good? It's the same. So I took that same mentality, and I went to fucking work. Period. I said I wasn't gonna. I went to fucking work. It took a lot. It took a whole lot. Like, my best friends can tell you. I'm sure I don't even talk the same. Like, it just was a difference. So that's when the whole Travel Outlier came. I read a book called Outlier by Michael Gladwell, and that book kind of shaped me. Like, like Bill, we always think about these people being smart. Nobody in here is smarter than each other. We all have the same, it's that experience that kind of mold us to know what we know. Bill Gates, for example, I studied billionaires and millionaires. So Bill Gates, his mom worked at a PTA for the school. The school PTA got brand new computers. That's how it was. He just happened to be in the right place at the right time. Jay-Z, his parents grew up around music. It's no secret why he became a big, who he is. Nas that, you know. So like, when you start looking at these people and you start realizing, you know what, they're not any different from me. They were just born into it. And that's ultimately what the book Outlier is about. So when I heard that, Outlier I'm a words person. I love words. I always have. There's something about them. So the word Outlier was always important to me. I work in operations. So in addition to my entrepreneurship, I still have a full-time job, and we work in operations. And a lot of my day-to-day deal with charts and data and reports. And we're always trying to figure out on a plot, you got this picture of plot, you got plots here, you got that one plot here. Well, that one plot is the outlier. And we're always trying to figure out how to get this back, and we study it. So that book kind of bridged everything together, and it was like, it sounded foreign to people at first because it didn't make sense, but that was what it's supposed to. And it kind of was a segue and a reminder for me to always be that person. In school, I kind of got caught up in doing what everybody else did. Speaking honestly, we always say, people, I do what I want to do, but do you really when you're doing the same thing that everybody else is doing? Are you really that different? You're going to the same places that everybody's going. You're dressing the same way that everybody. So are you truly, truly different? So it took for me to kind of, I was at a point, like I said, I didn't want to live how I didn't want to live my next 30 how I had approached my 30. So it was all about just kind of pruning and going to work on myself so I can practice what I preach. So 2017, I'm a huge journaler. I call them my magic books because everything that I have wrote down, everything that I have wanted, any goals that I have had, I'm checking them off.
Manifesting.
Literally.
Yeah.
Literally. I'm checking them off one by one. So through that process and just that honing in on who I am, when you start to know who you are, people won't treat you bad because now you know who you are. You teach people how to treat you. So if somebody is treating you bad or somebody you ain't liking how it was, maybe you should look at yourself. Look at that man in the mirror. We always point. This, I did this because of this, and this because of that. We're all animals, true enough, but the one key difference in us and a dog and us and a cat is that we have choice. We have that one sliver to be like, you know what, we can change. Birds can't stay north for the winter. They can't. They fly south.
Birds fly south for the summer.
Bar. Like, that's a bar. Like, facts. So, bears.
I like you.
So, bears hibernate. They can't wake up and say, you know what, I'm not hibernating today. If I'm not mistaken, salmon swim downstream, I believe it is. Upstream. Salmon swim upstream. They can't one day wake up and say, forget that school of fish, I'm going to go this way. They can't do that. But humans, we can. So the Travel Outlier is always a reminder when because I'm just like everybody else, I get caught up in the imposter syndrome and competing on Facebook and the social medias. I get caught up in it too. But every time I'm always brought back to Dream, Travel, Live, Repeat, and I'm always brought back to the Travel Outlier. That's like my like, hey, girl, what you doing? You ain't supposed to be moving like them. You said you was an outlier. You said you was different from other members in your group. Do what you do. Do what you do best. If everybody did what they did best, we would be so much far as a people. You go in the store, there's 1,000 different breads. We can all sell lashes. We can all be travel agents. We can get money. It's some money out here. We seen it was money out here when the flowers popped up. It's money out here. It's just we're not putting it in the right place. So last year, like I say, 2017 is when I started my company. That made me be better. every day, working towards my company made me be better because I knew that I couldn't approach my business the same way that I was approaching my life. So me trying to be better in my business, it was a trickle down effect. It started me being better as a wife, me being better as a mom, me being better as a woman, me being better as a black person. It was like a trickle down effect, and then like I say, my life just kind of changed. It's morphing and it's still changing. So once I just, like I said, 2017, 18, 19, and here we are, the pandemic was what made me be like, okay, you did what you were supposed to do. Now let's work on your finances for real. And that's when the Financially Free came about, and I'm going to be starting another company, a finance company, to help bridge the gap for financial literacy. That's important for us. We need that. So we don't have that, unfortunately. So I started working on, like I say, that year. You'll be amazed at how far you'll go. That 1 year, just give it 1 year, you will surpass. For example, before the pandemic, I was literally almost in default of my student loans. I have paid, that's part of my thing. I don't want any more debt by the time I'm 40. So all of my student loans will be paid, done. I'm not dealing with it. The only debt that I will have is a mortgage, which I am currently manifesting my house right now as we speak.
That's what you can call it investment.
Bam. Investments over liabilities, assets over liabilities. That's all of what I'm thinking about. I'm always thinking of multiple streams. I'm always thinking of another way to kind of increase my finances. I got into investing into the stock market. I'm real heavy in that. All of that this year, I was almost about to default last year. I have paid over $7,000 in student loans. I have increased my credit score 150 points. I did not pay anybody to do that. I get it. If you can't do it, that's cool. Get somebody who can. But these are things that you can do on your own. Do it on your own and feel better.
You gotta read.
Yes, which is why Bookworm University came about last year. My goal was to read 50 books. By 2021, I set a goal to read 50 books, and I read 50 books. I feel like a walking encyclopedia.
I feel so stupid right now. Damn, I ain't read a book. I ain't read shit. I did a lot of shit, but I ain't read a dang on this book.
Why did you read one book? They say if you want to hide something from a nigga, put it in the book. They didn't let us read and write. There was a reason for that. So my brain, for me, automatically, that's like, what's in here that you don't want me to know?
Knowledge is fundamental.
It is. It's facts. Bar. That's a bar. Like, that's real. So through all of that, I was able to do that. Like I said, I increased my credit score 150 points. I was in the gutter, thinking I'm popping, and I can't get shit in my name. You ain't popping, sis. You ain't popping, and I can say that because I was there. I know what it's like to be denied. I know what it's like to pay extra for some stuff just because your credit ain't right. I know what that feel like. That doesn't feel good. I know what it feel like to not get accepted to the bank because the bank run your credit. Because if you got bad credit, you're probably not gonna get that job at that bank.
They be telling me all the time,
like I know, like I didn't want to. Again, I didn't want to live. I didn't want to die like that for my kids. I want to live for them. I want to be able to pass generational, like we were saying, generational curses. I didn't grow up in a 2-parent household. My kids are now growing up in a 2-parent household. I pray to God that it stay like that. But our finances are very, very. My finances are very, very important to me.
Yeah, that could be a break in something.
Exactly.
I just imagine being here and then going here and then getting back here, and then it's like we're gonna stay on the path, and then one person just go that way, and you like we had a plan.
We had a plan. Exactly. Like one of the things, just for married couples, just I know the sidebar, like find a way to make money with each other. Like not even married couples, period. Find a way to make money with each other. That'll bring y'all together. Ain't nothing like a bag. Ain't nothing like a bag in the middle that we both chasing. Like that's like, oh, okay. Let's pick this bag. Let's go a little bit further. So like finances, like I say, it's super important. That's the only way that you're gonna be able to see the world. Anyways, you need to get your money right. So for me, it was like, okay, you're doing this. Let's take it to the next step so you can show people that it's possible. You don't have to. You don't have to live like that. It's possible to do some shit and see some stuff. I'm not a millionaire, but I manifest that every day. I manifest multi-millionaire every day. I speak that. I believe that. We came here on the balance books as slaves. We are assets. We are. So go to work.
Yeah.
Dream, travel, live, repeat. It's gonna. I promise you, it's gonna change the game. It's gonna change your life, and you're gonna be like, wow. You're gonna get some shit. You're gonna see some shit. You're gonna do some shit.
You're gonna want to do it it's like an addiction.
It is. You're chasing it.
I used to drive a lot of places. Then I got on the plane, went to California first place. But long story short, since my life has changed in so many different ways in the past couple of years, I done been on a couple of planes. I done seen a couple of places.
You done seen some stuff.
And it's like, like you said, you're in a relationship, you're married. Like somebody got to show you something different. And then once you gravitate to it,
I hope so.
I'm just saying.
That's how you know. That's how you know. That's how you know. Yeah, like that's how you know. That's how you know that you want some stuff. If the dream ain't scary, it ain't big enough.
right.
You need to reach a little bit further. And if we stop being so secret, like one of the things I hate to hear people say, well, I ain't gonna tell nobody because I don't want nobody to be praying on my damn blah blah blah. I don't live like that. I tell you my fault. I tell you my faults. I tell you my triumphs. I tell you that because I want to be transparent. And it's a give and a receive. So the only way that I can again practice what I preach is to show you. Like I can't tell you what to do with your money, or I can't tell you to go this place. I can just show you what it's doing for me, and hopefully you feel what I feel and you get what I get. That's the only thing that I can do. So I'm like, if you follow me, that's all I talk about. I don't talk about nothing else. I ain't gossiping. I ain't doing none of that. Talk about some money when you come around me. Period. That's what I want to talk about. How we gonna get better? How we gonna for the next generation? We all pretty much we all have children in here. So or know some nieces, nephews, whatever. So like, what do we get leaving behind? No more dying for them. No more dying for respect. Like, okay, that's cool. I respect myself. I don't give a damn if you disrespect. Cause actually, you won't even be around me because I know who I am now.
Your disrespect show me that you don't even respect yourself.
Bam, bar.
Just by you even being rude and nasty to me, I already know it ain't me.
Bar.
It's you.
And the more and more you focus on your inner, you start change. People around you start changing. They start dropping off. And they not everybody can't go with you to the next level.
Everybody can't go. Everybody can't go.
You can't take everybody to the top.
You can't.
You can't.
You see MC Hammer? He put everybody on.
Oh, Houston, boy.
Yeah.
They put everybody in the city on.
Like,
Yeah.
I think I seen him on a TurboTax commercial or something. I believe it was. I'm not saying no shit, but it's just like everybody can't go. Everybody not there where you are. So, like I said earlier, you teach people how to respect you.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be in the room where I'm disrespected because I'm not even gonna be around those people.
Yeah.
They're not even in. They already said if you are the smartest person in the room, you're in the wrong room.
You in the wrong room. Everybody gotta be trying to learn.
Everybody need to be trying, right? Like, especially if we're gonna go to where we say that we want and that we say we're gonna get. We gotta be transparent. So you gonna see what. Again, every Friday I tell people about my debt. I tell people how I'm doing and what I'm doing. And again, it took a year, literally a year. My student loans are in good standings. My finances are good. My stock portfolio is looking real nice. I got money in my savings. I got cushions. I've never had that before.
Yeah. It's like you playing the game now. It's like you just like.
Yes.
Like you just locked in. Like you know what.
And the pieces is just kind of
good.
And it feels good. Like the pieces is like.
It feels good.
Like I can see them.
It's like a puzzle.
It's like a puzzle, and as long as I keep working, I know I know that this puzzle's gonna be complete. I know that, and I have to. And that's the mentality of the dream, travel, live, repeat. It's not just about, like I said, it's not just about traveling. It's not just about that. It's just about being better and wanting more.
Really overall staying focused.
And staying focused, like that's the biggest thing. That's you gotta want it. Like so now, like I said, last year I read 50 books. And that was kid books. I read to my kids. So it wasn't just like these. Right, it's books, period. So, excuse me, I feel like I said, I feel like it's crazy because I feel like a walking encyclopedia, but it's like, my mind is like, oh my God.
Because you just been on it.
I've been on it. Like, the top 3 books I would recommend is first, Rich Dad, Poor Dad, The Richest Man in Babylon, How to Win Friends and Influence People. Now, these are very old books, so they are hard to read. So a lot of the things I do, sometimes I do Audible. Like when I don't watch TV. If I'm watching TV, I'm watching documentaries. If I'm watching TV, my best friend to tell you, I'm watching CNBC. From the time I open my eyes till 6 o'clock, 7, because that's when Mad Money go out. That's my TV is locked in, because one thing that I have learned through this year is you watch the markets. You start to see everything. You start to see it. Like the Matrix makes so much sense to me now.
Right. That's what I was about to say.
The whole, it's like,
When you understand,
I wanted to say the Matrix.
no, you didn't want to go there. You want to throw the conspiracy out there. I know you could go a little deep. I know. I feel definitely. You can go a little deep, but
Like, it's just a game, though. It's like, okay.
it is just a game.
Like, once your mind gets synced on, it's like,
It is.
wow, I see it.
Like,
now.
oh my God, that's
Ain't no way I didn't see
crazy.
this.
Like,
It
ain't
just
no
been
way,
right here.
ain't no way I didn't see it. It's literally like, ain't no way I didn't see this. This is crazy.
Yes, man.
Like we mentioned earlier today, buying Jordans and stuff. Nike share is probably what, $100 and something. I remember when Nike share, when the pandemic hit, the share price was probably like $30 a year.
Yeah, but if you weren't watching that shit, you wouldn't know. You could have got it still.
Could have got it still.
I think my man said you could buy 4 shares of Nike for a pair of Jordans right now. I know that was during the pandemic.
And that was true.
Literally, you could buy
That was
4
true.
shares for one pair of
That
Jordans.
was true. That's facts.
And
That's a
when
bar.
when the market went back up, man,
That's when I got into investing. When the market went down, I already had a portfolio. I learned about, again, why travel is so important, because I learned about stock market. For real, I met a man when we was in Amsterdam.
Told you, one conversation.
Literally, the man, he was from Tennessee. Now, how ironic is that? I'm from South Carolina. We in Amsterdam. He's from Tennessee. The reason why he was there, because he made a killing when the weed stocks first hit. He made a killing. And he was like, you guys, y'all need to get into the stock market. He was so adamant. You need to get into that. Go download. When you get home, download Robinhood. That's when I first heard about Robinhood. So this was 2018. Go. That's what you need to do. Me and JR, as soon as we got home, me and my husband, we downloaded Robinhood, bought a couple of stocks. I didn't know anything about it then. It took to the pandemic for me to say, let me go holler at this method right here, because something's going on. Something going on. I already knew something was going on, because again, it affected me in the travel industry. So now I'm looking like, part of keeping your eyes open is you can always look for an additional stream. You'll see it somewhere. It took my mind off. I couldn't book trips, so let's.
We wasn't told they was driving the shares price down so everybody could buy in.
And that's real. Like,
now they finna rise.
and I'm trying to be up in there. Like,
So if you ain't in that
like,
community, you
club.
don't know.
I'm here. Like, right.
Gonna tell you, yeah.
But like she
So
said,
that's
keep
why
your eyes open.
you gotta. So that's why again, that reading, that if you want to, they ain't gonna tell. They're not gonna tell you. They're gonna tell their own.
Yes.
They all know about that. So it's you know what I'm saying. So we gotta tell each other.
Yeah.
When we learn it and stuff like that. So like you said, when the pandemic hit, it was dirt cheap. Everything was dirt cheap. The travel airlines was dirt cheap. Delta, Spirit, Southwest. Everything is a stop.
Hell yeah.
Everything is a stop.
You could go to California for $60 round trip.
Literally, like everything is a stop. So I see everything else as a business.
I do too.
I do too. Oh, I'm definitely not Spirit have done me good.
It done me good too.
It has taken me some places.
Just get
but
me
they're
there.
cheap. Just get me there. Get me there.
They drive
The
fast.
seats ain't what you want.
Now the seats ain't what you want, so you need to pace yourself on where you
All
going.
these planes are not the same. though.
No, this is true. This is true.
I've been
So
on
like,
some good ones.
Yeah, they have
I've been on some
good
bad.
they do. That is some bad.
100 now. Don't do it like that now.
I had some bad ones.
I done had some
I don't get no bags.
Right. Exactly.
You don't do bags.
Just get me
I don't
there.
pay for bags.
But we don't think about that kind of stuff because it's not in front of us. We don't think about that kind of stuff. So, yeah. Right. The market is where y'all need to be. The market is where everybody need to be. Everybody. If you don't have a stock portfolio, you need to go ahead and get one. D boys, dope boys. I'm talking to the hood stars. Everybody looking in the camera now at this point. Get you a portfolio because what's gonna happen is, let's say you get knocked. Let's just knock on wood because that ain't what we want. We don't want nobody in jail. But let's just say. When they come and see, you think they're going to seize your stock portfolio? No, because they don't even think that you have one.
Yep.
Bam!
You get out, you might be sitting on a good 50.
You better
Beat my mind in the building. Came alive.
with a bar, back there with a bar. Period.
Look, he's over there, no way. He's over there clutching pearls.
Yeah.
So like that's real. Like that's the real thing. We talk about Hennessy. We talk about all of these things. This is a stop. Everybody always like, well, how do I get it? How do I get started in investing? Look around you. We all got brands that we buy.
Yep.
That we don't like. That we patron more than the other. There it is. Dove, for example. I like Dove soap. The company that owns Dove is called Unilever. Unilever has seen the gain. Not a whole lot, but it's done seen the gain. I own a couple of shares in Unilever. Another thing that Unilever does is it pays a dividend. So while I'm buying Dove and while I'm patroning all these other places, guess who paying me too? My student loans. I own shares of Navient. Navient pays me a dividend. Navient has also seen a 15% increase in this year. I'm paying off my student loans, but I'm getting it in the back end. I can cash those stocks in at any time. Before Tesla split, I bought one share. I couldn't afford it. I couldn't afford 3-5 shares, but guess what? I'm on the boat. And I bought one share at $4.54. Before, probably about a month ago, Tesla had reached 800.
Double up. For those of y'all that don't know, that's double up.
That's a double up.
As long as you profiting, you're winning.
Don't you
I don't give a damn. As long as you profit.
A profit is a profit.
Is a profit.
I'm just saying, for those who couldn't.
That's a double up. That's a double up.
Different language is a doubles up.
I would like to propose something here too.
Same concept.
Y'all hear me? Silent assassin. I would like to propose something here. So what you say? What you call your Fridays?
Financially Free Friday.
I would like to propose something here, so when you do your Financially Free Friday, and you send it to me so I can share it.
Absolutely.
I would love to do that.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Because we definitely need to be financially free, but I was like, give us free. I be trying to break the chain.
Give us free. For real. I'm starting this. For real. So yeah, it's important. It's just important for us as a people. What JC? We all screwed because we didn't have the clues. It's in the books. Just
it's a blueprint out here.
It is a blueprint out here.
You just gotta
tap into it, and I've been tapping into it. And I can say, like I said, the second book was The Richest Man in Babylon. I didn't come up with the method, but in the book, the way out of debt is pay 10% to yourself first. That's the first thing you're supposed to do. Don't pay nothing. Don't pay no bills. Don't do anything. Put 10%. Because you need to pay yourself for all that hard work that you done put in. Go on and pay yourself. That check isn't yours. that check go to them bills. So pay yourself first. That's 10%. 70%, 70% is your needs and your wants. Break that down. If it don't fit, then something need to come. You need to cut something out. Period. Bar. 70%. That 20% that's left over, pay your debt. If you got a lot of debt, split up that 20% and touch everyone. And I've been doing that constantly for 1 year. I've saved 10% of my salary. I've invested my money. I've came out of debt because I told you I increased my credit over 150 points. And I simply just have been paying myself 10% first. Needs and wants 70%.
Needs and wants is 70.
Needs and wants is 70.
Focus and then discipline.
No, I'm saying that's why if she made herself 20% of her salary, that's a lot of money, bro. I mean, think you got a regular little 9 to 5.
10%.
50,000, $60,000, that's $5,000-$6,000 for you.
10%.
Ain't bad.
10%. That's
sitting in the bank. I'm saying.
right.
Ain't bad.
Right. So I took what I did, and I made a big decision. I took some of my money that was in my savings account because they teach us how to save. They don't teach us how to invest. What good is your savings if you can save for a rainy day, but what good is your money if it ain't making no more money? Your money got to make money.
Yeah.
That's the key. So I took my money from my savings account. Savings, anybody who got a savings account, they know it yields a 0.01% at the end of the year.
Yeah.
What is a 0.01%? That's a penny. That's a penny. It's literally a penny. A plus a penny at the end of the year. I took some of my money out of my savings account. I put it in the stock market. That penny that I would have got on my savings, before, like, the stock market right now it's not a good place to be in. So before I increased about 45% of my, like, so just
make them pennies just
take them pennies and turn them into nickels.
Like my man T.
Take them pennies, turn
It's all about stats.
It is. Take them pennies, turn them into nickels. Turn those nickels into dimes. Turn those dimes into quarters. I don't think, like, so a lot of people get caught up in this big goal. I focus on the little bitty goals because those are the ones that I can cross off really.
I like monthly goals.
Right. Monthly goals are perfect because what happens is, let's just say you set a goal. Let's just gym every hour. That's like the number one. Like, I'm going to do this. But I'm going to go to the gym every day. But you ain't been going. So that goal ain't even a realistic goal because you haven't. So you don't set yourself up for failure. That's why a lot of goals don't get achieved because you go into this grand goal. You set yourself up for failure automatically. Stick to something I'm going to go to the gym.
Start going to the gym first.
What? Just start.
No, first of all, get out the bed and walk out the house. You gotta get out the house. Crank the car. You know what I'm saying?
It's like
set your alarm clock.
Set your alarm clock, and then what'll start happening is, like I said, that repetition will start, and then you'll go every day. You know, like little stuff like that. So it don't take a whole. They say SMART goals. What is it? Specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and timely. SMART goals.
Yeah, listen, you dropping too much on them now. Listen, hold up now.
Go ahead and rewind that. If you need to rewind it.
Go ahead. Can we run through it one more time?
Oh, we can run through it one more time.
SMART goals.
SMART goals. Specific.
Not Pacific. Specific.
With an S. With an S. Because you gotta be specific in your. You gotta know what you. Yes, you gotta know these things. So specific. Measurable. You need to measure it up against something. You need to be able to see it move. Attainable. It need to be. Gotta be able to get it. Gotta be able to get to it. Realistic. Not those grandiose ideas and you're never gonna achieve it. Like you said, just go to the gym first of all. Realistic, and then timely. Don't say I'm gonna lose. Since we're on the weight, I'm gonna lose 100 pounds in 2 days. Well, that ain't a timely goal. That's stupid.
It's possible, but you might be done.
You can't even go buy it.
Yeah, right. Like when you just starting, exactly. So like SMART goals, I learned that. So every goal that I have, I put it up against that SMART goal test.
Okay, listen. Tell y'all like this. if it's a podcast, I love all the podcasts we've been on. All the everybody that came. If it's a podcast I need you to watch, and I'm telling you this like you're really watching it, but you probably want to rewind this one a couple of times. You feel me?
Exactly.
Because it's like the conversation you having, I'm like, hey, you know what? I got a number in my phone. I want to text it to you. I got somebody, although you said you can do the credit by yourself. But then I know a homie who came up with an idea. You know what I'm saying? We sat in the parking lot of our job talking about it for a long time. I said, bro, just go full-fledged.
Do it.
Next thing you know, we got Be Huge. You know what I'm saying? He just turned into a whole different monster. And so now he do you credit. But you know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, we dropping dimes right now. We're doing good stuff.
If you can't, not a lot of people, like I said, a lot of people can't have that focus. So which is why you have. Sometimes you need to get to the experts.
Mm-hmm.
Let the experts do what they got to do. But I think a lot of times we always think like, we can't do. You limit yourself. Why are you limiting yourself anyways? You can do whatever it is you want to do.
Yeah.
If it's possible. If you thought it, then it's possible. Whether you can see it, whether you know it's real, if you thought it, you gotta period. You just gotta stay focused. So if you thought
once you spark it.
you spark it.
You got a bar? I thought you had a bar. I thought you was about to drop it down for us.
My bad.
I thought you was about to drop it down.
Maybe next episode.
But listen, yeah. First of all, Outlier.
Outlier.
We understand. I understand. I feel okay. This is my last thing. Now I got something for you. So then I was like, oh, you know what? You know how you say you hang with in crowd, but you can be in the in crowd and still, like you said, be an outlier, right? So it's always like me personally. I know I got a lot of different friends, but I always feel like I'm just different from them. You know what I'm saying? We do a lot of things similar, but I feel like I'm different from them.
First of all, I want to say thank you for coming to the HTG Podcast. Anything goes.
We got a little weather out there, but I don't know what's going on. I listening.
I got a little t-shirt.
Oh yeah, but I got your little.
Little tee. Anything goes. Y'all already know.
That's right. Anything goes.
Anything goes.
You did.
Period.
Hey, so what I want to do real quick is obviously I want to run around the room with the co-hosts. Everybody tell them where they can find you at your social medias and all that good stuff. I'm going to come back to you, tell everybody where they can find you at. Then after you tell them where they can find you, I want to give them one tip of the day. If you can do that. Okay. I mean, you done gave me 100, but just give me one so I can repeat it. And then you did. We're going to get on up out of his thing. Big mind the motherfucking building, you feel me?
Big man. You don't like that? Okay.
My bad. I'm sorry.
Man, you know back here. Want to say something so bad.
Scorpio.
Get over here.
Gorgeously Red. Where they can find you at?
It's your girl, Gorgeously Red. You can find me on Instagram, _Gorgeously Red, _D. You can find me on Snapchat, STARR. You can find me on Twitter, _Gorgeously Red, _D. Don't do Facebook. No face, no case.
No face, no case.
Y'all can find me on Instagram at _KAE _JAYY.
And that's killer to be exact.
Yeah, it's been great. Cash out. You can find me on Facebook at Cash Out Keys. You can find me on Instagram at Cash Out _Keys74. You can find me on Snapchat, Cash First Always. You can find me on Twitter, HTG Podcast. Cash Out Keys74.
Gang, gang. Hey, y'all already know I deleted the Silent Assassins. You did. My boy, Mister, would you like to say anything?
Wow.
Ooh, mask up. You did. Mr. Concrete, everything hard. Hey, shout out to Dirty D, BM, you feel me? High Life, Olivia, PJ, TD. You did. BM Real. Everybody else part of the HTG Podcast Network.
In the background.
Yeah, I about to say, my brother, I think I'm going to have to induct you into the family. Today, you have really took a vocal impression today.
Upstate Charlotte, Spin City out there. You can find me around the way.
Oh, you did.
I like that.
My friend, you don't want to. Okay. No? All right. Yeah.
Big mama in the middle one time.
One time. They're beautiful.
They always us, never them, and they know it.
Yeah. You know it.
Got him. Nothing but.
Turn up.
Don't tell nobody.
Hey, nah, for real.
Don't tell nobody.
Hey, first of all, I want to say thank you for the support. Hey, and then, like, just having you here, you feel me, that just show a lot of love, you feel me? That's what it's all about over here, family. You feel me? Hey, baby girl, can you tell about, hey, big A-B, you feel me? Big pool, you feel me? Big, you know what I'm saying?
I like that.
So, hold on, you told us you want to dream,
Yes.
travel,
Yes.
live, repeat.
One more time. Can we do that like just one more time? And you just say one more
Let's
time.
do it again.
Dream.
travel, live, repeat. You did. Hey, tell everybody where they can find you at.
So again, my name is Alecia Brockman. I'm Alecia Brockman on Facebook. The Travel Outlier on Facebook as well. Be sure to like our page. Be sure to join our group if you're trying to go somewhere this year. I know, don't worry about Corona. We have you covered. You can't live your life in quarantine. It is what it is. So the Outliers Experience Mexico 2021 is definitely going down. On Instagram, _travel_outlier. Also, www.thetraveleoutlier.com. It is a thing. Go read some of the articles, read some of the blogs. Bookworm University is a thing. Books are the vehicles to new thoughts and new ideas. So again, Bookworm University, an online bookstore. Black literature, black owned, just a whole bunch of black owned stuff. It is a lifestyle. Dream, travel, live, repeat. It is more than a motto. Again, it is a lifestyle. So the Travel Outlier, y'all can find me. Google me. Google the Travel Outlier. Just Google it.
AKA Miss Pooh, Big Pooh. You feel me? You already know it's SB High Star, Instagram, Facebook, SB Visions, Facebook. Hey, it's www.htgpodcast.buzzsprout.com. They take you to the social media. Give you the audios, HTG Podcast, YouTube. You feel me?
Subscribe, y'all.
Subscribe, like and subscribe. You feel me? Financially Free Fridays on the way. Yes, you already know what time it is. Celebrating the year. Go to the red. Where we at?
The one and only Greenville, South Carolina.
Hey.
Gang, we out.